Hey guys, back here, and today's video, I kind of want to do something different this time. I kind of want to go into I kind of want to do a video on just all the video games I have based off of different animes that I like or that I have watched. I think I'm forgetting one somewhere. I just realized that. But yeah, but yeah, just games based off of different animes that I've liked or watched. Just animes in general that maybe I haven't even seen, but just as an anime fan, I love to play games based off of different animes I've watched. It's just kind of fun for me to play those characters and kind of play those stories out in the games. Of course, everybody knows like Dragon Ball Z and Naruto games and things of that nature, but I like to kind of play the games that are kind of not that well known of animes, or maybe like different games off of animes maybe you don't consider even playing a game as. Like I know Black Butler has a game, I think Death Note has a game, and just different games like that. And so that's kind of like what I like to do. I'm kind of collect those kind of games, I guess you could say. And so that's what today's video will be on. Just on videos based off of different animes that I have, and the games cover system all the way from the Super Nintendo and Famicom, Super Famicom, all the way to the PS2. Cause I don't have anything on Xbox. I had Naruto Generations, but I got rid of Generations. I don't know, Generation, it was fun, but I didn't care for it that much. I like Broken Bond a lot better. Not necessarily story-wise, but I love the RPG element of Broken Bond. And so, yeah, so I had Generation, but I don't have Generation anymore. And Xbox, sadly, doesn't have that many anime games. There's Naruto, there's a few Dragon Ball Z games. And I think that's about it. I think so. There's not that many actually on Xbox. But, so I'll get started, and I guess I'll go with older system to newer system. I guess I can do that. So I'll start off first with Super Famicom and Super Nintendo. First game I have on Super Nintendo is Ranma 1/2 Heart Battle, and I actually have just started watching Ranma 1/2. I had never seen it before. I knew of it, of course, but I had never seen Ranma, so I'm actually just currently starting it. But the game it's a typical fighter game. There's Ranma, there's I don't know, so I don't know all the characters, but there's a girl Ranma, and then there's the panda Ranma also. And it's just your basic fighting game, but it's very awesome. It's a very fun game. There's so far my favorite arena to fight in is you fight on a bus and you can fight back and forth. And it's very fun game. I definitely recommend it. If you're an anime fan, if you're a Ranma fan, I definitely recommend it. And if you have a Super Nintendo out there, I say get it. I paid maybe $10 for it, I think. So it's not that expensive, even though I think it's one of the few ramen games out in the States. It's not that expensive, so I definitely pick it up if you're a ramen fan. Next on Super Famicom, I have Slam Dunk, the old school basketball anime show. And I recently also started watching Slam Dunk also, and because the first like 80 episodes, or maybe 79 episodes, are actually dubbed. I guess the whole show never got dubbed officially, but the first 89 are dubbed, and it's kind of like what Kuroko's basketball would be if it was made in the 1980s. It's that classic kind of overpowered, gig. Sorry, on my phone. It's your kind of, your overly big Japanese guys who are like the big tough guys in school, but they're also really soft and gentle guys. And there's the main guy. I can't remember his name right now, but it's the main guy, and he's like all in love with this girl, and he hates basketball. And but since this girl broke his heart, he's kind of just in his own little world now. And then he meets this other beautiful girl, and he's like, I can play basketball, and she falls in love with her, and now he loves basketball. And so it's very funny anime, and the game is actually really fun. The game kind of has that thing where you start off playing and it goes to a cut scene, and then you hit like a few buttons and you do the different shots and everything. I love it. Like I was hooked within the first probably 5-10 minutes of playing the game. Of course, it's in Japanese, so you kind of have to. If you know Japanese, fine. If you have a translator, I recommend using Google Translate on the Google Translate app. That's what I've been using lately, and it works. It works great. So yeah, it's a Japanese, but it's a fun game if you like basketball. If you like kind of outrageous like basketball, definitely pick up Slam Dunk. Okay, next we'll go to see, next oldest would be Game Boy Color. I have on Game Boy Color, I have, you can see that I have One Piece. It just says One Piece from TV Animation, and I didn't even know there was a One Piece game on Game Boy Color. I had no idea. I found it by accident, and it was like One Piece. I think it was like $4.99 on eBay. On Game Boy Color, I had to pick it up, and it's very. Oh, sorry guys. Sorry about that. I had to do something on TV. It's very RPG elementy. It's turn based. I mean, it's essentially a turn based RPG game. Is what it is. You play as Luffy, Zoro. Well, you play as Luffy first, and you meet Zoro. You meet, all the whole crew. Usopp, and everybody else, kind of. So it's very RPG-ish, and I like it so far. It's not that hard to play because, like I said, even though it's in Japanese, it's just turn based, and just what I kind of do is go to different places and kind of notice what's going on and just kind of do the battles. And it's a fun game so far. So if you have a Game Boy Color and if you like One Piece, I definitely recommend picking up One Piece on the Game Boy Color. There's a lot of games here, by the way. Next, I guess, would be Game Boy Advance. And I have a few on here. I have Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards. And that's actually in the box. And out of all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games I've played Rose, Yu-Gi-Oh! Something Roses on PS2. And I have 5D on the Wii. But as far as older systems go, this is the best one I've played. Sacred Cards is, maybe because it's not that hard, it's actually a pretty easy Yu-Gi-Oh! Game to kind of pick up and play. The story is really good, and it's kind of really easy to kind of pick up and play. The cards kind of flow, and the battles are pretty fun. And it looks good for a Game Boy Advance game. So, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, check it out. Next, it is Naruto Ninja Council on Game Boy Advance. And Ninja Council is basically just a side scroller. And you go through fighting take place on the Chunin exam. You kind of go through and fight different members. It's a pretty fun game. I like it. It's Naruto. Not much to say there. Next, I have Yu Yu Hakusho Spirit Detective. And it's Yu Yu Hakusho. It's kind of a hard game because you have to follow the map. The map and the controls are not the easiest in the world. And to kind of it's not really something you can pick up and play. Kind of takes time to kind of learn to get the controls down pat, but it's a fun game. Yu Yu Hakusho, kind of a great story. Next, I have Medabots. And just me personally, I'm a huge Medabots fan. I used to watch it all the time. Metabee and like all the time. Still am a huge Medabots fan. So yeah, I had to get that game, and it's kind of Smash Brother-ish in the fact that you play usually on teams of two, and you kind of go to one arena and it's kind of fighting back and forth. You can jump, you can shoot out of your guns on your arm, you can do kind of different things. It's kind of Smash Brother-ish. And I mean, if you like Medabots, I say give it a try. I like it. It's got a decent story to it, but it's a lot of training and fighting, not much in between there. Okay, next. I forgot one older system, which would be PS1, so I guess I'll go back to a system in this PS1 time. I have this one actually got off eBay, but it came in a Blockbuster case. Yeah, Blockbuster. Remember that? It is Dragon Ball Z Ultimate 22. Hope you guys can see that. And I mainly got that because it's just Dragon Ball Z on the PS1, and I don't think I realized there was one on the PS1, and so when I saw it, I had to get it. And it's actually a pretty good Dragon Ball Z fighter. It has, I mean, the cast wise is Goku and Gohan and Krillin and Majin Buu and Android 18 and Piccolo and Trunks and Kid Goku And I mean, the character list on this game for it to be an old PS1 game is amazing. Like it covers everybody, and I mean I love it. And it's a pretty good fighting game. It's kind of hard. It's Dragon Ball Z. There's a Frieza, of course. I've got Frieza and Vegeta are both there also. And I mean, I did read that it's different from the Japanese version. Japanese version has cutscenes in between the games. PS1 does not. But it does have an amazing intro to the game, which I love. And yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z. I say you like DBZ games and definitely want to collect one. This is one to definitely add to your collection. I try to run through some of these pretty fast because I don't want my camera to go dead on me here. So there's Gundam Battle Assault on PS1. It's Gundam. You can play as Z Gundam, Gundam Wing, different Gundam. It's basically just a fighting game with Gundams, but the story is pretty good and it's kind of hard, but it's very addictive. Like once I played it, I was in battle after battle after battle, and I couldn't let it go until I lost finally. There's the original Beyblade. This is Tyson and Kai and Max and Lee and all of the original Beyblade guys, and I love this game. I still play it and it's still fun to this day because I'm a huge Beyblade fan, but I'm an even bigger fan of the original Beyblade. So, I mean, you know Beyblade spinning tops. If it has Michael on to the guy with the big double tops. So yeah, if you like Beyblade, definitely that's the original. I just recently got this actually, so it's still in the case. It is Samurai Champloo and Sidetracked. And I mean, it's Samurai Champloo, and it's PS2. I forgot PS2 game, but it looks beautiful. It looks amazing. Like the graphics on it are awesome. It's very hip hop elemented, like Samurai Champloo is, and the fighting very smooth and very quick. And the story so far is amazing, and it looks beautiful. I definitely recommend check out Samurai Champloo. Or Champloo, or however you say it. I say it's shampoo, but I think it's Champloo. Next, also on PS2, I have Zatch Bell Momodou Fury. And I haven't played this one much because it did not come with an instruction booklet. I have zero idea how to play it. Like, I tried to play it and I could not figure it out, so I gotta look online to see exactly how you play it. So yeah, so for now, that one's been played almost 5 minutes, and cause I just couldn't figure it out. But it's a fun game. I haven't gotten that far into it, really going detail in it. Next I have Inuyasha, A Feudal Fairy Tale on PS1. Beautiful cutscenes, beautiful intro when this game first starts, and it's also a fighting game. And you can go through the story. Each character has their own story. You can also unlock the demon Inuyasha, which I haven't gotten yet, but you can unlock the demon Inuyasha, and it's a typical fighting game. And surprisingly, Kagome's one of the best fighters on the game. She shoots her arrows, and she's probably the best fighter on the game so far, besides Inuyasha. So yeah, it's a fun game also. I have on PS2 is Lupin the Third: Treasure of the Sorcerer King. And it's your typical kind of spy, kind of sneaking through things, changing costumes with the goofiness of Lupin the Third. And it's kind of 3D model. It's 3D model game. And the one problem I had with this game is that the controls are horrible. It's hard to kind of control the camera and control the person at the same time. And kind of camera angles suck and the controls are kind of bad. But other than that, the game's fun. And last one on PS1, I have Speed Racer. And when you put this game in and it goes, "Go Speed Racer," and it has the cutscene from the TV show, amazing. And it's probably the most basic game I've ever played. It's literally just, you get 3 Mark 5 cars, and there's like 3 or 4 tracks, and you race. And that's it. That's it. You just pick the car you want, automatic or manual, pick the track, and you race. That's it. And it's that simple of a game. But it's fun because the car can bounce up and down. The car can go really fast and it's hard to control. But all in all, it's a fun game. Okay, almost done here, guys. Have a few more PS2 games that I didn't rather had in the stack. I have Shaman King is Power of Spirit. And I actually have not ever seen the Shaman King anime. I know that's probably shocking to a lot of you guys. I've never seen Shaman King. I know of it. One of my friends who isn't even that big into anime has seen Shaman King, and I've never seen it. But I just missed it along the way. But I wanted to pick up the game anyway, and it reminds you of, I guess I could say, Fire Emblem in the way that you fight, because you have to move to different squares to get close to the opponent, and then you fight like that way. So it's a fun game. I haven't got that deep into it either yet. I'm still in the training process of it, but it's a fun game. Last one on PS2 is Fullmetal Alchemist and the Broken Angel. And talk about cutscenes, just from the original Fullmetal Alchemist, and cutscenes, brilliant. Transformation sequences, amazing. Just the way it plays is awesome. I'm about maybe 20% into the game right now, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Transformation is easy and simple. Like there's one part where you transform a train and it goes to this wall and just like boom, and it's amazing. It's a very fun game. So I definitely recommend playing that Fullmetal Alchemist game on PS2 if you still have a PS2. If you like Fullmetal Alchemist. Sorry, wrong voice there. And last but not least, the Wii games I have here. I think that's all. And I do have, by the way, I don't have it with me right this second, but I do have Ghost in the Shell on the PSP. I just recently got it also. Haven't played it much. It's first person. Was kind of trying to figure out the controls still, but it's a fun game. I want to get Ghost in the Shell on PS1. That I want just to have for a collector's item because it's the original game on PS1. But last but not least is the Wii game. I just got this one literally, maybe 2 days ago. And it's Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo. And I don't have a Wii, but I have a Wii U, which plays Wii games. So that's why I'm just not getting Wii games. And it's Dragon Ball Z Revenge of King Piccolo. So far, all I've done was just do the regular world tournament that you can do, and it's fun. It's different. It looks really good, but it plays. Of course, it's Wii control, so there's only 2 controls. There's C to block, B to attack, and A to like jump and everything else. And it's a fun game. It's so far I only have the basic characters, which are like Gohan and a few more people. I played with Gohan, and you can do the adventure mode or do world tournament. I just did tournament to kind of test the game out, but I want to do the story mode to see how deep the story actually goes. And so yeah, that's Revenge of King Piccolo. Last 2 here I have Bakugan Defenders of the Poor. And I watched the first season of Bakugan on Cartoon Network, and it wasn't a bad show. I kind of got into it a little bit, then I kind of dropped the show, and I never really went back to it. But Walmart had the game for $4.99, and I was like, you know what, $4.99, I'll give it a try, because on Xbox, Bakugan is at least 12 or 13. I can do $5, I'll give it a try. And surprisingly, the game's very, very good. The battles with the Bakugan are awesome. The way you control them with the Wii controller, they fly, they can shoot power, it's awesome. And the basic of the story is the evil group of people trying to take over, and you have to kind of stop them, and it involves sneaking around and getting certain items, and then getting to the big battle, and then fighting and winning the big boss battle. But it's a fun game. I definitely recommend that. Out of any of the Bakugan games, I recommend that one. It's the only one I've played, true, but it's very fun and it's very entertaining. And last but not least, I have Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Dual Transfer on the Wii. Bought this one at a dollar store for like $5, and it's the only Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I've played since that one on the Game Boy, and it's a fun game. I don't even like 5D, the anime. The anime, I thought I didn't quite understand the whole battling on motorcycle thing, but yeah, it wasn't for me. But it's a fun game. Again, it's one of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Games where you can kind of pick up and play. It's not hard. You pick it up, play. It was simple. you basically play in the world like a world tournament type of thing, and you go through and battle each person. And it's kind of moves on a Monopoly kind of thing where you kind of roll a dice and you kind of go around and get different people and move with different squares, and it's fun. Like the battles are good. It looks good doing like the battle scenes and everything. It's a fun YouTube game. Um, so I think that's all of my games based off anime. I think as you see, I have a lot. Oh, honorable mention, I have One Piece Romance Dawn on 3DS. I think it's the right game. And if any of you out there have that game on 3DS, if you can comment and tell me how to beat Buggy, because that's where I'm stuck at. I don't quite understand how to beat a clown pirate that pops apart. It blows my mind and I get stuck every time. But yeah, so that's the I have that also. And yeah, I think that's everything. I don't think I'll leave anything out. And besides the 3 Pokemon games I have, but I didn't really count those because it's Pokemon and a lot of people have those. So I want to do games that maybe not everybody has. And so I think that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look out for more videos probably coming later on this week. There may be a manga review typed up on the blog later on tonight. I might be reviewing the first chapter of the manga Monster Soul. And so be on the lookout for that possibly. And I think that's it. Not sure anything else is going on this week. Gonna try to do a Otaku Puppy episode probably later on this month or so. So be on the lookout for that. And until then, guys, Maho out.